What is going on, Flex Zone family? It's your boy, God's favorite host, the host with the moist, host of America's Moist Wanted podcast, the Flex Zone podcast, the only place giving you your sports how you want it, when you need it. And what you need right now is that Baltimore Orioles news. Number 1 prospect, Adley Rutschman, number 1 pick in the 2019 Major League Baseball Draft, has arrived in Baltimore and he's ready to start the turnaround of the Baltimore Orioles and the Baby Birds heading back to prominence. I'm gonna break it all down for you right here on the Flex Zone podcast. Hit that thumbs up, like this video, smash that bell for all notifications, and of course, subscribe for all of your Baltimore Orioles, Baltimore Ravens, and other sports news as well. We'll be talking about the Ravens. I got a video coming for you tomorrow as OTAs are upon us. Does Lamar Jackson show up or not? We shall see. I'll give you my thoughts. Hit that bell to stay tuned to know when we go live as well for our main flagship podcast Mondays at 10 p.m. But you see the title of the video. I'm here to talk about Adley Rutschman. As I said, he has arrived in Baltimore. He arrived this past Saturday. He was called up, and it happened early Saturday morning. If you saw the video online on ESPN and various social media outlets, the Orioles and other people put it out. He was called up on Saturday, May 21st. So add that to your booklets of historic days in Baltimore sports, as well as the Baltimore Preakness, the 147th running. So Adley called up, played that night, and you had the Preakness that evening as well. So a great day in Baltimore sports history. Of course, the Preakness back to full capacity after the pandemic for the first time in about 2 years. But Adley was called up. You saw the video. You just saw how excited he was. His family was in attendance. His family still lives in the Oregon area. So the Orioles working with them to get his family from Oregon on a flight to Baltimore so they could be at his first game was amazing. So that lets me know they had this in the works probably Friday during the day, Friday evening, so they can get them here by Saturday. And Adley would be told early about 8:30 in the morning on Saturday morning as he did get the call as he's welcome to the show. But as I said, the number 1 pick in the 2019 draft, Golden Spikes Award winner. That's pretty much the MVP of college baseball, meaning of the best player in college baseball. He plays catcher. I know Orioles fans were reminded of Matt Wieters. Speaking of being reminded of Matt Wieters, he had a triple as his first hit, much like Matt Wieters, a triple as his first hit, much reminding us of the great Manny Machado, who I miss to this day, one of my favorite Orioles of all time personally. But 6'2", he's 24 years of age, just turned 24 in February, just entering the prime of his life, prime of his career. His best years are ahead of him. He's well polished. As I said, he was the number 1 pick in 2019, the number 1 prospect in baseball, basically since the time he was drafted. If he didn't get hurt, ladies and gentlemen, he would have been up with the Baltimore Orioles opening day roster as their starting catcher on opening day. That's how good he is. Of course, the pandemic didn't happen 2020 with that shortened 60-game season, which he pretty much had to do extended spring training and didn't get a chance to play minor league baseball. He would have probably been up late last year during September call ups. That's how good and how major league ready he is. He's polished, he's well mannered. You saw him come out, shake the umpire's hands, show respect. We'll see how long that lasts when he gets struck out in a play that he doesn't like, on a pitch that he doesn't like. But well polished, versed in the game of baseball, very high IQ. Obviously, he's a catcher. Oh, he is going to do well at catcher. He can play DH, probably play some first base as well, as they don't want him catching every day. We know how that goes with catchers. Joe Mauer, we've seen even with Matt Wieters, as I mentioned. But man, Adley Rutschman is as good as a prospect you're going to find in baseball. We know that Bobby Witt Jr. is up, Torkelson is up, Rodriguez is up, amongst other prospects in the game of baseball that are highly touted. But none better than this young man, Adley Rutschman, and he's a member of Birdland. He's a part of the Baby Birds and the Baltimore Orioles. He'll be wearing number 35 if you want to go out and get that jersey. You have Rutschman with Mullins, Mountcastle, Hayes. Hopefully, we get John Means business back soon. The emergence of a Bruce Zimmerman, Kyle Bradish is up. Don't forget, some more big heavy hitters in the prospect and farm system are coming. D.L. Hall, Grayson Rodriguez, two of the probably 10 best pitching prospects in baseball. Kyle Stowers. You have Kobe Mayo. You have Jordan Westberg. You have Gunnar Henderson, among other names as well. And the Baltimore Orioles, they're 12 and 11 at home. He went 2 for 8 this past weekend, only played 2 games, obviously. hit by a pitch. First hit, as I said, was a triple, so he did get a hit in his first game. The crowd was electric. You saw him give the ovation, wave his cap to the Oriole Nation in attendance at Camden Yards. He made the debut. He is here. The Orioles actually travel to the Bronx starting today, later on, as they've already played the Yankees 14 times out of their first 14 games. Excuse me, out of their first 45 games, they played the Bronx Bombers 14 times out of their first 45 games. So they still have two more series with the Yankees after this. So we shall see what happens there. But they have three with the Yankees, and then they have, excuse me, six more games with the Yankees after this. So they played them 13 times. So 13 times in their first 45 games have the Orioles played the Yankees, and three in New York. We'll see what happens. And then they get more of a feel. We'll see how good he is this week coming up in the Bronx. Short porch and right field. Let's see what he does here. He's a switch hitter. He has the power to all fields. He has good plate discipline, as you saw this past weekend. He has the, like I said, IQ, the experience of a veteran, like he's been here before. Very well polished, as I mentioned. Played college baseball, has played minor league baseball the past 2 years. Would have been up here opening day. I'm looking for big things for Adley Rutschman. I think he may even be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. That's how good I think he could be for the Orioles. Obviously, he would have to get hot and get hot quickly. But as we're heading into June, heading into the All Star time of year, midway through the season, going into July, August, and September, I think he can put together a great rookie season considering he just came up this past Saturday. As I said, 2 for 8, hit by a pitch. He didn't catch yesterday after the night game, so he was the DH. Did come in and catch later in the game, but this is as good as a prospect as you'll see. This is as good as a moment as it is for the Baltimore Orioles and the Baltimore sports scene. You look at a guy like Lamar Jackson, you look at guys past like Manny Machado. You got a guy now that you can believe in Adley Rutschman as the cornerstone of the rebuild and the turnaround of the Baltimore Orioles franchise. As I said, Golden Glove, Golden Spikes winner, MVP in college baseball, won a College World Series as well at Oregon State, where he attended. So he is a veteran who can play baseball. He's a winner. He's a good leader. He's a guy who's only going to get better as time goes on and adjust to major league pitching. And I think as his body gets bigger and stronger, you're going to see more power numbers. I think he's going to hit for pretty good average. And he's got underrated speed on the base pass as well. So when he gets on the base pass, he can steal some bases. He can go first to third. He can go first to home and other things as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Adley Rutschman does this week as the Orioles take on the Yankees. He goes to the Bronx. He takes the Orioles team with him. Let's see what they do against the Yankees. And let's keep in mind, the Orioles haven't played the Blue Jays yet either. So we'll see him against some of the other youngsters like Vlad Guerrero, Bo Bichette, and that good Toronto team they have. But Adley Rutschman, he's the first of many great Orioles prospects on their way. DL Hall, Grayson Rodriguez, Kyle Stowers, Kobe Mayo, Jordan Westberg, Gunnar Henderson. We see Kyle Bradish is up. It's a good time to be an Orioles baseball fan. A lot of good young potential. The future is bright in Birdland. Have patience. This season, we may not be in playoff contention, but I think going into 2023 and beyond, the Baltimore Orioles will start to turn a corner thanks to this man right here, Adley Rutschman, and his ability to play catcher. And I think call a good game at catcher as well for the young pitchers that are coming up with this staff. Bruce Zimmerman, as I mentioned, is up here. John Means business should be back as well soon. Let me know what you guys think about Adley Rutschman. What are your projections for him? Do you think he will be an all-star? Do you think he will be a rookie of the year? Do you think he will be an MVP, a part of this rebuild for the Baltimore Orioles? I think he will. And I think starting next year, especially, you'll see the team and especially this young man start to show you why he's the number one prospect in baseball and why the Orioles are headed in the right direction under Mike Elias and Sig Mejdal. Flex Zone family, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. Like the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think about Ali Rutschman coming up. What do you think about the Orioles so far this season? 12 and 11 at home, actually, playing above 500. Got to get it together on the road, and we'll see that starting tonight in the Bronx as they play the Yankees as well. God's favorite host, the host with the most, host of America's Most Wanted podcast, the Flex Zone. The only place giving you your sports, how you want it when you need it. Like this video, hit that bell for all notifications. Don't forget tonight we're back live. Another episode of the Flex Zone Podcast, the flagship podcast, the only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. We'll be live at 10 p.m. Hit that bell for all notifications. notifications to know when we go live. When new videos like this drop, I'll be back tomorrow as well with the Baltimore Ravens OTA video. God's favorite host. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. We're getting close to our goals, and we can't do it without you, Flex Zone family. Thank you. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about Adley Rutschman. If you want any other Baltimore Orioles videos or any other topics, let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate everybody tuning into this video. God's favorite host. Hit that bell, like this video, and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later on tonight, actually, for a live episode of the Flex Zone podcast talking about the Sasha Banks and Naomi situation and the NBA Conference Finals. Thank you guys again, and until next time, peace.